Hi everyone, Sports Jazz. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are back, Josh and Isaac, and of course we're coming with transfer news from Man United. United is trying to join the transfer this early in January, but things don't look so good. Once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Sports Jazz, Isaac and Josh, we are in the building. What up, everyone? The weekend is still good, Josh, for me. You know, we just won. Uh, why do I call it a win? I know it's petty, but the
Because you
weekend is
got a
still good for
display of
me.
a life.
Uh-huh. You know,
You got
first
a
time I've
display of
seen
a lifetime from Amorim.
whoever did not understand or whoever had no idea about the Ruben Amorim football or structure
Got a
kind of
glimpse of
football
what it could look like.
over the weekend against Liverpool. I think it was clear. The picture was painted all everywhere. Yo, if that guy gets enough time with these boys, I can guarantee he's going to do wonders. He's going to do so well. He just needs time, and we have 6 more days to rest. We have some time.
You
We have some
know,
time to rest.
the good thing with a manager who believes in his ideas, I mean, it is very exciting for football fans if it comes to fruition in any shape, manner, or form. The
Mm-hmm.
way that Ruben Amorim intends to play, having succeeded before playing the same way, when you start
Mm,
to see a bit of it in the Manchester United side, you are excited about it.
mm, mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Josh and Isaac Sports Jazz. We are here with the Manchester United transfer news. A lot is happening. We're looking at players like Casemiro who might walk out. There's likely there could be a bid coming from the Gulf. We're not yet so sure, but I saw something like 20 plus 10 add-ons, and I mean, if that comes through, bro, United should get that, bank that right away, put it in the bank. Ericsson, no news confirmed yet. You know, we're still humping around, we're still playing around. Casemiro, sorry, Mendez, Nunes. It looks like we might get him. Then we're also looking at Gyokeres. I think it's a hard one, but the rumor is we're still into him. Colo, I don't know. I don't know why we're into him. It doesn't make sense for me.
I know.
Honestly, it doesn't make sense. But we're going to have Josh tell us more about that. Then we have Patrick, the new kid from he's 20 years old, by the way, Danish footballer, but Nigerian. We're also going to talk about him. Sports Jazz, please do subscribe. And here we go. We're setting off Josh. A lot of transfer rumors are going on, especially in the Manchester United Cup. Recent movements at Manchester United, transfer targets and exits, incoming transfers, a lot is happening. And we are looking at the left wing back position, which is urgent, one of the most important of all. Left wing back, midfielder to partner Ugarte, and then the target man or striker. And United are aiming to finalize the signing of a left wing back this week, as per rumors. And the potential signings, according to Fabrizio Romano, the club is exploring deals for players like Nuno Mendez, there's Milos, there's Victor, there's, I mean, a lot. And we are also going to go to the forwards. But Josh, let's look at, speaking about Mendes, sorry. We also have a Danish 20-year-old Danish footballer, Patrick Dogu. He's good. In 18 matches, he has 3 goals, 0 assists, plays for Lecce. Josh, but let's start with Nuno Mendes. Mendes, a player, is it, as we were talking about it yesterday, is it a move by PSG to pull strings to get a better, not PSG, I mean, the representatives from his camp to pull strings better, get a better contract?
Yeah, like I told you before, I mean, Nuno Mendes is a player who he's not having the best of time during his negotiations with PSG for a new deal. He
Mm,
felt very disrespected um, uh, looking at the deal that they had given him. So for me, I think that he just wants to get a better deal, and I mean, he's the type of player that PSG will not want to lose over um, the wages. I do think that PSG will. give Nuno Mendes what he wants, and he will stay at the club. But then there's also a possibility that Manchester United, if they do intend to look for a player that is a better form, better form,
Sports Jazz guys, sorry. Yeah, we have a bit of problem with connection, but it looks like Josh is coming back. Just a problem in connection. Please do subscribe, Sports Jazz. Yeah, we're looking at Man United transfer news as Josh comes back. Just let's walk through it. I was talking about Nuno Mendes. United are moving very fast in this January transfer window. They want Nuno Mendes. They want to sign a left wing back. And we have Nuno Mendes on radar. We have Milos. We have Victor. We have Patrick Dogu. Then if we're looking at the forwards, we have Colomwani. I do not understand why we want him, because earlier on David Austin has confirmed United interest in signing Randall Colomwani, potentially on a loan deal. But it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand why they want him at all. Then we have also Gyokeres. I don't think Gyokeres would be. He's a good. I'll take Isak over Gyokeres. But if he's to come, I think it would be very more expensive right now. Uh, any good signing right now is going to be costly, because it's January. Clubs need to look for replacements, which is very hard. So if any player like Gyokeres is coming to Man United, I highly think that will be in the summer, not now. There's no way he will be coming back now. It's a doubt that he will be pulling up now. Then when you go to the midfield, Casemiro moved to Saudi Arabia. There's been a significant traction on Casemiro moving to Saudi Arabia with a 20 million fee, and annual wages over 18 million being reported, million pounds. Both the player and the clubs are involved and are keen on the transaction. And this will be the first. It looks like it's more of the most imminent of fast transfer activity to happen for Man United, and I think that will be very good for the club. Him going off, the wages it takes off the club, and the money we get, 20 million, it's okay because you're saving a lot of money. That means we can even sign players. We know he receives around 350 every week. It's a lot of money, and it also saves us with the FFP thing, signing players. So if Casemiro, if it's true and concrete, that bid is on, or rather it's tabled, United should not even waste time. They should take take the money right away, bank it right away, let him move. I love Casemiro, don't get me wrong, but he's not a player that suits a marine structure. He doesn't have the legs. We saw the disaster when we were playing against Newcastle. Bruno passing through us, going through us, no legs in the midfield. He was pairing, Casemiro was paired with Ericsson, who also I think should move, but apparently there's no concrete offer for him. And I hope something comes through. For him. Then we're also looking at Marcus Rashford. Advanced negotiations are ongoing regarding Rashford's departure, with Italy being most likely his destination. A lot of clubs, including Milan, Napoli. There's the room of Atlanta. I'm not so sure. Then the new news is Borussia Dortmund has also joined the negotiations. They would love to take him on loan. I think it will be a very good move for Marcus Rashford. He said it himself. He's ready for a new challenge. And if someone comes with a concrete offer, I hope it's an obligation to buy. 40 million pounds will be a good one. If we can get 50 million pounds, that would be superb too. But for now, I think 40 million pounds would be a good one, because I don't see any team paying 50 million pounds for Marcus Rashford. He's barely played this season. Last season, we saw how he played. He was way below average, bang average. I don't think any club would move to pay, cash in on him, an amount like 50 million pounds. It's a lot of money. But yeah, I'm welcome for Rashford. Rather, I welcome the idea of Rashford leaving. It's good for the club. It's good for the team. It's good for the manager. It's good for himself, Rashford. It's a win-win for both ends, Manchester United and for Rashford's side too. Because he keeps getting a lot of stake. He's declining. He's not improving, and best solution would be for him to leave the club. We also have Joshua Zaxi in the mix. Yeah, Joshua Zaxi, a player that wants to fight for his place at Man United. Last week we saw, was it after the Newcastle, rather before, during the Newcastle game, he was subbed off for Kobe Mino in the first half. He got some balls, but this time when he was coming on as a substitution playing at Anfield in the Premier League, he received a round of applause, a huge one, and that is very good. That means he's still loved. The player also himself is not interested in leaving, but I understand teams like Juventus are interested in signing him on loan or even on a permanent transfer. So I don't know. I don't know if that is going to happen. If enough money comes in, I think he should go. I love Joshua Zaxi. The character is amazing, but it looks like he's not cut for the Premier League to me. Ever since, how many goals does he have? 2 goals. It looks like he's not cut for the Premier League. So I would I would I would welcome him into. I would welcome him. I would welcome him. Rather, I would welcome the idea of him leaving. Then I'm seeing Adieri in the comment section. What up, Adieri? What up, Adieri? Yeah, Josh will likely join us very soon. Okay, very very soon. But just a minute. Let's wait and see. Yeah. Okay, let's wait and see. I think he's coming back very soon. Sports Jazz guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're going on. Let me see. We're still looking at the transfer news. I was talking about Joshua Zaxi. Yeah, mixed reports, by the way, about him. There are conflicting reports about Zaxi's potential exit. Some sources suggest he could leave, while others indicate he might remain at the club. But it's also important to understand that the player himself wants to fight for his position at the club. He wants to prove to the manager Amorim that he can make it. I would believe. I know we bought a lot of money, rather we paid a lot of money for Zaxi. Was it close to 42? Then also there is Rasmus Højlund. If a deal, if a good bid is tabled for Rasmus Højlund, I would let him go. I would let him go. Look, he's a good player, but I don't think he's going to give us what we want. That's all I'm saying. I would let him go in a heartbeat. I would let him go. Then I see Josh. I don't see Josh. Just seems like he's about to join us, but I don't see him. Uh, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Yeah. Sports Jazz guys, please do subscribe. Just a minute. Sports Jazz guys, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Isaac and Josh, we're looking at Man United transfers, and it looks like United are trying so hard to get players on. Just hold on, guys. I'm getting something right here. I'm getting something here. News coming in, but no, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Yeah, let's go on, guys. Then incoming left. I mean, let's go into the depth of some players. Incoming players. A left wing back position will be very good for Man United. Midfielder to partner Ugarte will be a very, very good signing. Then, or a good move. A striker. Oh my God, I would love to have a striker. We create a lot of chances and we don't convert them. So I'd love to have a striker. But securing a left wing back is more crucial for Ruben Amorim, especially for his structure, providing Marcos. Whoever he brings in needs to be providing needed balance and defensive solidarity. Now, Mendez is a good player and is capable of doing that. For me, I think Mendez can significantly enhance the United's left flank. So I would want a player like Mendes to get rather to join United. A player like Patrick Dogu, 20 years old, plays for Denmark, plays for Lecce. He can play by the as a right winger, surprising, but naturally he's a left wing back. I would love him to come. I would love him to come. He's still 20 years old. I mean, we would be building something nice because we have Amad Diallo 22. We have Ganacho in the same age bracket. We have Kobe Mine in the same age bracket. We have Toby Kolaya. I think that boy he needs to get more game time. I wish he's loaned and comes back next season. Same age bracket. Rasmus Hoyland is also the same age bracket, but he doesn't do it so good. He doesn't cut it for me. He doesn't cut it for me, unfortunately. Uh, but yes, anyone that comes in would be nice. Yes, we are also looking at the forwards again. In addition, bringing in a player like Kolomani could add some dynamism and depth to the squad or to United's attack, but I do not think we need him. We'd rather stay and stick with Joshua Zaxi than bring in Kolomani. How many goals does he have? Anyway, I don't rate him so high. I don't rate him so high. I mean, I just don't rate him so high. Uh, but yeah, I'll be happy to see Casemiro leaving. I would be happy because I mean, losing Casemiro would mean a significant gap in United's midfield presence because we all know his experience, his quality would need adequate replacement, and that means we need to sign. If Casemiro is going, we would have to to sign another player to come and join him. Josh, Josh. Well, Josh. I don't know, Josh. I don't know whether you can hear me. I see you're back on. Well, let's proceed. Let's proceed. Josh will catch up with us. Let's proceed. Uh, yeah. Then I see someone talking about Rashford's exit. Rashford's departure would mark the end of an era and a necessity. An era and a necessity. In other words, it would bring more. It would force Ineos to get us an attacker. So I would love Rashford to leave. To be honest, I love him as a player. I think he's done what he's done for Man United. But it's good for him to go. It's good for him to go. It's good for him. And with Zach lastly, his uncertainty depending on on the final decision regarding whether he's supposed to leave the club or he might stay. I don't know. That's still it's up to Amarim and the player himself. But yeah, in conclusion, United is undergoing significant changes, guys. Do not forget that, and both in terms of incoming and outgoing transfers. The focus on securing a left wing back is potentially more important and urgent, and bringing in a striker highlights the club. Bringing in a striker and a midfielder also highlights the club's urgency and need to reinforce key positions. Simultaneously, the potential exits of key players like Casemiro, Rashford indicate a considerable shift in the squad's composition. We all know Rashford is a boy club. I mean, he's childhood. That's his childhood boys club, or the boy club, straight through from the academy. So the next few weeks will be crucial for shaping the team's trajectory for the season. But I hope Omar Berada pulls this off, and we don't fumble. We don't fumble because I don't like the position we are currently in. It's very sad that we are struggling. But yes, once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications, Sports Jazz. Um, I would like us to. Sorry, my laptop was about to go off. Please do subscribe, guys. Sports Jazz, thank you so much for tuning in. I would like us to look at Patrick Dogu. Patrick Dogu plays for Lecce, 20 years old, Danish, although he has roots from Nigeria. Um, I mean, with him coming, a player like Patrick Doku is, players like him are set to spearhead the new culture shift in modern game. I don't know whether you guys understanding, rather get me understand what I'm trying to say. But imagine as the ultimate way, rather two-way, unstoppable. In other words, he's very unstoppable. He's a good player, by the way. He's physically very strong and fit. I've seen, I think, around only 2 matches because I saw when we talked about him, I had to go and watch some few games of Lecce. So he's physically, he's a good player. He's a good dweller. He's comfortable in positions, and I mean, when it comes to flanks, he knows how to position himself, and he's formidable. Which would be a driving force for a player like him to join United. And he's tall, he's 6'1", and we lack defenders. Martinez is a bit short. Mazarawi, he's not really that tall. So we only have Maguire and Delict, but we barely use them when it comes to area balls. So, I mean, a player like him also in the midfield will be very nice. So, yeah, Dogu, a long-limbed, ground-eating player capable of engaging physically in duels. I mean, constantly providing options with his relentless engine would be a very great addition to our defense. A very great, very, very great addition because he's versatile, covers every zone on the pitch. And we've seen that I mean, he's remarkable, you know, he's remarkable, at least from what I've seen. Still a young kid, and his ability to add depth on both the left. By the way, he can also play as a left winger and also a right winger. So the depth, I mean, all that further underscores his crucial role if he's to join Man United. So I would love him to join the club if that is possible. I'd love him so much to join the club. Josh, looks like Josh is ready. Looks like Josh is ready. Josh, you're ready? It looks like Josh is ready. Yeah,
Do you hear
Josh.
me now?
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry about that, though.
Yeah.
But
I was talking
I
about
heard very
transfers.
bad things that you were saying about Joshua Zagzi, and I could not believe.
Let's you know what? Let's rewind it back. Let's
No,
rewind it
that boy
back.
is a unique talent. I mean, it's
You
you're
say
not
that
going to
because you're a Dutch supporter, Josh. He's a
not
unique
not
talent, but
just
I don't
that,
think you'll be
not
surprised if
just
he
that.
joined teams like Newcastle, teams like Everton, teams like Ipswich, teams like Southampton. He will turn out to be a very good
His
player. But I
talent,
don't think Joshua's.
his talent
Yeah,
is too much for the teams you have mentioned.
no,
He's at the
Josh, it's
place
not.
where such talent should flourish. You
Joshua
find
Zaxi?
a way to make a unique player like Joshua Zagzi work for you, because if a player like that works for you, then you might have a renaissance of one of the best strikers you ever saw.
Mm,
Yeah,
I don't think.
he's good. He's good. Yeah, he's struggling to settle in a new team. Played under two managers in a space of 3 months at a new club, and that new
Mm,
club is Manchester United. So the size of the club and all the things that are happening around him are a bit um, too much to take in, but he's taking them on, and he's developing as a player. I don't think that you go and buy a player for 35 million pounds or something like that, and you sell him off in January that quickly, because at least there was some deliberate effort in the summer to bring in the players that were brought in. What you could have asked that was a player like Joshua Zagzi brought in for Eric Ten Hag, or Manchester United bought this player because he's a good talent. And for me, what my conclusions are that Manchester United bought Joshua Zagzi, and not Ten Hag wanted Joshua Zagzi in his system. So he's a player who can be at the club. He has very unique attributes that if a manager nurtured him very well, and he got going, he would do it. Yeah, maybe you discard him quickly because you have seen it before. He came through the ranks at Bayern Munich, and he was let go. Atalanta. Then he had a very good season at Atalanta, and we got him. But I think
are
the
you
jury is
comfortable
still
with
out.
Joshua Zaxi, Josh?
Yeah.
Because
The
I'm not.
jury is still out.
What is he doing special, Josh, that you wouldn't want to sign him? Besides you loving him because you love
Maguire, if
the Dutch.
Maguire had scored that goal, you would know what.
Josh, you see the amount of chances we
No.
waste.
Yeah,
We
but you
create, we are
see,
very good when it comes to creating chances, but
when you
the
look at
amount of
Manchester
chances we
United
waste,
squad,
Josh, I don't
when you
think you
look
should
at
say.
yeah, but
That
when you
includes
look at
Rasmus Højlund too.
yeah,
That
but
includes
when you
Rasmus
look at
Højlund too.
Manchester United's when you look at Manchester
Nelson, what
United,
up? What up? It's been a while. It's been a while.
I know when you look at Manchester United's squad, or what is the major problem with the squad? Is the major problem with the squad, does it lie with Joshua Zirkzee, or it lies with Rasmus Højlund? So for me, I don't think that because you bought Joshua Zirkzee and is a striker, he's going to be the guy playing up top and scoring you goals. But in this system of two tens, Joshua Zirkzee could be a very good player to have in one of those
Are you talking
positions.
about? Are we talking about the same player who was subbed off during the Newcastle game
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
first
yeah.
half?
Shit happens, yo. Shit happens. I mean, many players do have those moments. There's struggling in almost every footballer's career, but it doesn't mean you're a bad player overnight because something like that happened. I mean, he came back and you saw how he played in his cameo versus Liverpool. I think he had a very strong performance. He looked a much better player holding the ball up than Rasmus Højlund. Rasmus Højlund was falling almost every time he attempted to hold the ball up, but Joshua Zirkzee even managed to throw in a trick.
Yeah, well, he held the ball very good, Josh, and gave the team breathing space during crucial moments during the Liverpool game, especially with his
True.
ability to drag the team forward. But generally, for me, I don't think he's cut for a team like Man United. I insist
So I mean,
he would he would do he would do very well in teams like Arsenal, small teams like Arsenal. He would do very well. Anyway, banter aside, he would do very well in Everton. He would do very well in Ipswich. He would do Josh
come
Vardy
on,
and
that's
Joshua Zirkzee. Who would you take? Old
you
as he
see,
is,
that is the problem that you do have. That because you want to let go of Joshua Zirkzee because you need someone to scoring your goals. I don't think that Joshua
Rasta. It's
Zirkzee
been a
should be
while,
your
brother. It's been a while. Sorry, Josh.
Rasta Stokes. What up? What up? What up?
Yo, Rasta. What up, brother? Yeah, Joshua. In fact, I can ask Nelson and Rasta, guys,
Please
should we
do.
keep Joshua
Please do.
Zirkzee? Josh
Yeah.
says he's a player cut for Man United. And I think Joshua Zirkzee is not the type of player that is going to give us what we want. He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but he would excel in teams like Newcastle, Ipswich, Leicester, Southampton. Uh,
Too much
Chris Wood.
talent
You
for
know
those
Chris Wood.
teams you're mentioning.
You know Chris Wood, right? The Nottingham
Yeah.
Forest striker.
Yeah.
That's Joshua Zirkzee for you. Bring him
Come
to a team
on.
like Man United. Bring him to a team like
No,
no,
you just
I'm
don't
not.
know the player that you
He's not
bought,
going to.
but
He's not going to do well.
he will do well.
We need skilled players. No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what's up.
no. Maybe in the summer they might sell them because as of now, no. If we have a better option, if a better suitor just comes now,
Kolomwani. Kolomwani.
no. I don't want
The guy
Colomani.
is
I don't know
playing
what.
in the French league, but I think he has 8 goals overall in 2 seasons. Okay, in 1.5 seasons at PSG.
I don't know
I
why
mean,
people
he's
are
not
even
he's
linking
not
him
that
as.
goal
If
striker you're looking for.
it could be his
Maybe
agent trying to link him up, but by the
I
he's
I,
linked
I
up.
wish so,
A lot of
but
teams are linked to
he
him.
was bought. He was bought for a lot of money after that run in the World Cup with France, but things have not turned out so well at PSG. He's not scoring goals. He's not the player they thought they were buying at the time. And I don't think that it would be easy for Manchester United in January to buy a player like that. But for coming on loan, these are the deals I told you that sometimes there's a deal that can come to your table and it is too good to turn down. Because if Manchester United is struggling in the manner that is struggling and cannot afford to buy a Gyokeres or Alexander Isak or a player like that, then what do? They go and be clever and go to PSG that has not benefited from the big money move of Kolomwani, and they are willing to do a deal. So maybe we get him on loan and we see how the season turns out. But Kolomwani for me is never a player that I would think Man United should be looking at. If Rasmus Højlund is not scoring goal and you're bringing a guy who in as many games he has about 8 goals, not even double digits. It is then very difficult
I
for you
rather keep
to
Joshua Zirkzee. I rather keep Joshua Zirkzee.
not Joshua Zagzi. I mean, that is the
I
problem
rather
that
keep Joshua Zirkzee, Josh. That's what
the
I'm trying to say.
problem
I
that
rather
you
keep
do
him.
have is looking at Joshua Zagzi like someone who is going to lead your line. I thought that by now and his style of play, you would know that we would need Joshua Zagzi to be playing behind our main striker, because that is the position that you feel he can operate and affect games. I don't think he can affect games leading the line for the club. But if you have a player like Gyokeres and you have Joshua Zirkzee coming on in 70 minutes as we get through this period, then you never know. You might just unlock a player that you didn't know you had.
Well, Josh, Rasta Stock says our keeper, I think that is Onana, has to be sold in the summer. I don't know what you think, but
Yeah, yeah,
for me,
yeah. I've had.
honest opinion, I think Onana has been decent so far, and his
Yeah,
contract runs
but
until
yo,
2028.
yeah,
Of
but
course, there are some
those things.
coachable issues, but especially when it comes to
At his
commanding the
age, he
box.
still has
Listen,
questionable issues.
listen,
At his age,
commanding the box better on set pieces and occasional lapses in concentration, leading to errors. But I think this can all improve, Josh, with time. It's a new.
yeah,
Let's
I
wait and
do
see.
hope.
As Russell Stock
He's
says, at
very
the end of the
decent.
season, if he doesn't improve at the end of the season,
No, I think we
let him
should
be
just
sold.
get. I just think we should get for him someone who is better. I mean, this is a very experienced player and is a top player, and you know that keepers become even much better when they're towards the end of their career, and is
Mm.
maybe just getting into that part of his football. But Andre
Rasa
Onana
says
is
he's
a guy
crap.
who broke out really early. So maybe he picked at Inter Milan in the Champions League run. He had a very good performance as well. He was at Ajax. So maybe it won't work for
He
him
needs
that he
competition,
gets
Josh.
better and
He
better.
needs
He just
competition.
needs
He needs
competition.
competition.
And I have seen that Manchester United has
Alti
reignited
is fake.
its interest in the Japanese keeper. The
Bayinda or
Japanese,
Alti, I don't know how you pronounce
not
that name. He's fake,
Bayinda,
Josh.
the
Bayinda is fake. No, I'm just saying,
oh,
Bayinda does not provide competition.
there is
Tom
no
Heaton is
competition.
38 years old. He's likely to leave at the end of the summer. He
Yeah,
needs competition. He needs real competition. So I agree.
yeah,
Uh,
and that should be enough. Rasta Stokes, I know sometimes the guy concedes goals and you're like, yo,
I
but
agree. I agree. Josh, let's go to the main man. I talked about him earlier, and that is Nuno Mendes as our new left back, Josh. We also have Patrick Dogu in the mix. 20 years
oh,
old.
beautiful,
20 years
beautiful.
old.
Yeah.
It looks like a prospect also. Remember, he will be joining kids like Lenny Yoro, kids like Ahmad Diallo, Toby Kolaya, who could be loaned just to get more game time and comes back next season, at least a solid player. Kids like Ganat, all those in that same age bracket. So uh, Nuno Mendes, Josh.
Yeah, Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes is a player that Amorim would love. Amorim has had he has had a spell with him, and he is the one who brought him through the ranks at Sporting. I mean,
Mm,
he got a big money move off a very good display during his time there to PSG. But he's very young. He's still 22 years. He's very aggressive. He's robust defending. So, I
mm,
mean, if Manchester United can find a deal and get Nuno Mendes, we would have gotten ourselves a proper player to start building the team that Ruben Amorim would want. At just 22 years old, he has some experience playing Champions League football, and he's a mainstay at PSG and plays for the Portugal. He's at the Portugal International. Just 22 years old. It tells you how much good a player he is. But I really think that it is just about PSG and these representatives are negotiating a deal that Nuno Mendes would sign. I don't see how PSG lets go over arguably the best left back in the best young left back in world football today. I mean, his
Josh,
ceiling
really?
is so high. Yes, yes,
He's one
yes,
of the best. He's
yes,
one of the
yes, yes.
best.
He is. He is. I mean, he's that type of player. So you don't think that it would be very easy for um, a PSG to let him go. I just do believe that he is a bit disrespected with the contract that they've offered him, and he hopes that he's given much more. And it is up to United right now if we intend to actually build a winning team to be able to get deals like Nuno Mendes from PSG. We can
Mhm.
fight and see that we get the best players that we do want to get. Our A-list players, we don't get the alternatives because these ones have not come through. Oftentimes,
Mm.
United was doing that under the guys who were there before, but thank God that Ineos is here, and you hope that they do a much better job fighting to get the deals that can change the outlook of Manchester United fundamentally, not just bodies in the side that are going to be on trial to see whether they will fit. So if you have a player like Nuno Mendes in left back position and there's an opportunity for you to pounce and sign him, I think Man United should sign him.
Yeah, I also think Nuno Mendes. I mean, Amorim knows him very, very well, so he would not need time to integrate into the system. But yeah,
And
the
that is what yeah, what you feared most.
potential, exactly, potential fee is around 35 to 45, or on loan with an obligation to buy. I mean, in the summer, but I don't know. I don't know, Josh. Then how about Josh Milos Kekes? I don't know how you pronounce the name.
Oh yeah, Kerekes. I
Kerekes
don't
or
know.
Kerekes,
I might have
Milos
butchered
Kerekes.
his name too. Kerekes, the Bournemouth guy, he's very decent. He's okay, but if you're talking about Nuno Mendes and
Mm,
Kerekes has done it. I've seen him at least this season
mm.
playing at that level. He's a very, very good player. You would love to have that player
He's having a
if he
standout
came cheap.
season at Bournemouth, by the way.
Exactly. But Nuno
Experienced already in the
Mendes,
Premier League.
yeah. But Nuno Mendes
Mm.
at 22 years old achieved just as much and better. But
All right, Josh.
Kerekes is also a player that United can use. But I wouldn't want to sign for the sake of signing. I don't want United to sign a left back because we need a left back. As in, we've waited for so long for a left back. So if we are signing a left back, let us get the right one.
Well, J United says God, I asked for a normal day for our club. Too much noise in the media. Anyways, what up, legends? What up, legend?
What up? What up?
Rust,
What up?
Rasta Stokes has been also here cooking, asking for a new goalkeeper. But yeah, Kerekes and Mendes are expensive, but he say he leans for Mendes.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
I would take
there's also
Mendes.
an option of Alvaro Fernandez, Josh. We could just get him back from Benfica.
Yeah, yeah,
Currently
yeah, yeah.
excelling
But
for well.
we have to buy him from Benfica.
Yeah, he's cheap, Josh. I think he's only 11. We have a buyback clause. 17? No, 17 buyback clause. 17 million pounds for Man United.
Yeah, but if
Cost
Mendes
effective
is
and offers a direct solution, Josh.
direct solution is Nuno Mendes.
That's your take.
Yeah, because 35 million, if you're paying 17 and you've managed to let a few players go and
Mm,
gotten some money, then maybe because our biggest problem right now is a midfielder who to partner Ugarte and
that is correct.
a left back. Then
Mm,
we can struggle with Rasmus Hoyland. But if we intend our
we need a
season to
striker, man.
change, then we get a striker in the summer. but those
We
ones
need
don't
the
come
striker.
cheaply, and it's not often that strikers are involved in that window, because so many
Mm,
things could be happening in the best strikers' own careers at the places where they are, and
correct.
they do believe they want to accomplish that before they move. So it is very difficult for you to get a top class striker in January window. So for me, I would think that if we can pull off Edison and Nuno Mendes, then that would be a very great window for Ruben Amorim going forward. Ruben Amorim cannot have all the players that he wants to have in this window, but he is sure that what is possible is United will try everything in their power to get one or two players in the window.
But the rumors about Edison have cooled down. I
Dogo.
don't know whether you've
Oh
realized
yeah.
that, Josh. They have
Yeah,
cooled
yeah,
down.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
but
have.
just let's dig into Patrick Dogu, Josh. Patrick Dogu.
Yeah, Patrick Dogu, the Danish defender who plays at Lecce.
Mm,
Yeah, he plays at Lecce. He's a left back. He can play as a wing back in Ruben Amorim's formation. He is he's scored about 3 goals in 18 games. He's physical. He's fast. He's the type of player. At least I already see the profile of player that Ruben Amorim is looking for. Because when you see
mm,
Diego Leon, the player we've signed at left back, and Nuno Mendes and Patrick Dogu, they all
yeah.
have a similar profile that the manager is looking for: quick, aggressive, good work ethic, and all those type of things. So this is it is a good sign that United is looking at players like that. I would rather even Patrick Dogu signs for the club.
Well, he's 20 years old, very strong, 6'1". In terms of height, I think it would be a very great addition because we need those. You saw how Nottingham Forest bullied us when it came to defending, especially when area balls, even winning area balls overall. Yeah, Jay United says, guys, I might be wrong, but I really think we should first build the team from defense to midfield because no point bringing in a top striker if we ain't getting any service. And that is true for a team, for a structure like Amorim's. Okay, for a team like United that plays under Amorim, considering his type of football, the defense and midfield are the first areas that need to be solid. If that comes through, I think we can make it. That is true. Then Omsala, Emma, what up, what up? It's the first time I'm seeing you. What up, what up? Thanks, guys, for your support, giving us news like this. Is Manu, but we need to let Rashford go, but the replacements
Yeah,
right now. And Roma
yeah, yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
Borussia Dortmund has stepped up.
You
And I
see, Emma,
welcome that because if he goes, plays the other side, scores goals, it also increases his what? His price tag. So
what if he does not? You see, a permanent deal. The state of Marcus Rashford is that United would want to offload the player, but if
mm,
United do get an opportunity to cash in on Marcus Rashford, that would be the best for the club, because then Manchester United can reinvest all this money as a pure profit from the
mm,
sale of Marcus Rashford being an academic graduate. So it would make much more sense for us to cash in. But if we cannot achieve such a deal, then maybe we get a club that can pay much of Marcus Rashford's wages wherever he goes on loan, so that at least we can balance our books. But it doesn't make a lot of sense to take him out of Manchester United on loan, and there is nothing we can get from that. If we do
mm,
negotiate with Borussia Dortmund, maybe they give us Bruno, they give us Gittens.
mm, mm,
Yeah, they with his swap, a loan swap deal of Gittens, but then Gittens is the best player, arguably the best player for Dortmund this season. That would be very difficult. But then Marcus Rashford comes with a lot of
But it's true,
experience.
Josh. We
Maybe
don't need a
can
striker.
push
We
the
do need a
team.
striker.
We
I
do
know
need we
J
do we
United
do,
has said it's good we start from the
I,
defense and midfield, accurate. But yo,
I
we
agree
create
with
chances, but we
I
fail
agree
to
with
convert those chances.
I agree with J United. For me, I'm open to even a player like Alejandro Garnacho leaving Manchester United in January because of the situation we are in. It is very difficult. It is painful to see such a talent leave the club, but then you come to terms with the realities that are happening at Manchester United, and if he's to leave, so be it. Because Manchester
Mm,
United will get some money and they'll be able to reinvest in the team in accordance with what Ruben Amorim wants. I mean, yes, we would have lost Ganacho, but then again, maybe Ruben Amorim will buy just the right player that he's going to fit in this in his system.
mm.
Ganacho has struggled a bit, and you still see that he has a lot to learn to be able to be integrated in this side because of the position that Ruben Amorim wants him to play. He's more comfortable playing as an out wider forward, and yet he has now to play inside and play as a 10. He's not the
This is
best
when
of a dribbler and things like that, so it becomes very difficult when he doesn't have acres of space to run into to make things happen.
Josh. I
So
know
if
it's not your
Ruben
favorite
Amorim,
guy.
no, no, no,
I
no,
know it's
no,
not your
that's not
favorite
it.
guy,
That's
but
not
don't. It's
it,
not fair,
bro.
Josh.
Bro, I am just looking for money for Manchester United to be able to do things that are going to help us, because it is
It's
very
not fair.
difficult for Manchester United to get a striker in the January window.
In January.
Even the
Actually,
player that
anything.
Yes, even the player that we shall get, Seko Lomwani, is a guy whose record has about 6 goals this season. So it is
Mm.
going to be very difficult for you to trust the player that you have brought. You're going to be patient and give him time. I think you would have done maybe with the players that you had at the time.
Well,
The
Sports
good
Jazz
thing,
guys, thank you
the
so
good
much
thing.
for tuning in, Josh and Isaac. We still have the comment section is burning. Uh sorry, Josh. J United says for
No
me, we
worries.
need two top wing backs, a midfield Edison, and need a winger as well. I think in the midfield we need two more people.
No, in January, bro. Why you
Oh, it's
dreaming?
January. No, in the summer. He adds on. He adds on in the summer. I think he adds on summer. But in January, of course, we need Josh. If we had the money, we would get them. But
We
right now,
don't.
any player in rather bought in January is very expensive, very expensive.
Yeah,
But
we
yeah,
don't have the money. Leave the
we need.
expensive alone. We don't have the money and the players who want to come. Where Man United is so
Mm,
poor that to convince a player to come to Manchester United, you're going to have to pay big bucks. So you have
correct.
to be clever and you go and get the players who can actually come to Manchester United, like Patrick Dogu from
Mm,
Lecce, and maybe
mm.
Nuno Mendes, whose contract at PSG was on very small wages. So even if you tripled those wages, there would not be so much to make an impact in the dressing room. But when you
Well,
go and say that you want to buy maybe Gyokeres at a 26-year-old player making 27, and you've bought him a 90 million from Sporting CP, he comes to United and he wants to be on 280K a week because he's giving up playing in the Champions League and all that stuff to come and play for a team lying mid-table.
J United goes and say we should be looking for a strike on loan, maybe. Well, you have Colomwani. You have Colomwani. They are ready to give him to you on loan. I hope that is a dream that does not come to reality. But maybe Raid Sporting Lisbon bring he means Gyokeres. I like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
celebration.
I hope that
Gyokeres and Inacio in
I
the
hope
summer.
that
He goes and in the summer.
it is Ruben Amorim who is interested in Kolomwani, and it is not the desperation that is forcing Man United to pick up on anyone who is available in the January window to play up front, because I don't see how Kolomwani can play leading the line. maybe Colomani is coming into play as a 10 where Rashford has gone, because we cannot
Man,
afford to buy a
with
player
Rashford,
in
by the
this
way,
moment. So
a
if Rashford is
potential
gone, then Colomani could be a good player playing in that role.
a potential 40 to 50 million pounds, Josh, transfer fee in the summer, coming
The
in
summer
as
is
a
too
pure
far.
profit. Listen, coming in as a pure profit, combined with removing Rashford's 325,000 per week, Josh, that would be a huge success.
Yeah, but for me, the success would be now, because you're depreciating the asset. If you keep the
Mm,
asset at the club for the period that it will be until the summer, I don't think 40 or 50 million will be still the price tag of Marcus Rashford. You have to let him go now, because he's not going to play much football that period. And then again, if you leave him at the club, the manager is put in a tight spot that he has to play this player for the sake of playing him, so that he does not depreciate the asset. Then Rashford, depending on his attitude, you don't know if he's going to give you 100%, because before he said that he wanted to leave the club, he has never looked like a player. He always looks like a player who is not giving you 100%. So what
that is true.
about
That is true.
now, when he has actually told you that he wants to leave the club, is ready for new challenges, and much as Ruben Amorim thinks that the new challenge is him, is playing under him, I don't think it's what Rashford meant.
Yeah, Josh, by the way, let's look at Manchester United squad evaluation series right now, Josh. Specifically, the defense, starting with Onana. Onana, as we talked about him earlier, just slightly, uh, to me, I think if a good offer comes in the summer, he should leave. I love Onana, but those silly things that he does sometimes have cost us, and it looks like he's about he doesn't learn. He wants to do them over and over again. And
But
yes, he needs competition.
I
He
keep
needs
telling you,
real.
Isaac,
Bainda is not competition. Tom Heaton is not competition. You keep telling me what?
I keep telling you that the things that you don't like about Onana are the same things you like about Ruben Amorim, because Ruben Amorim builds the ball from the back. If you
No, no,
did
no, no,
see,
no,
yes, he does,
Josh,
and he asks
Josh.
the keeper to play like that.
No, I'm saying
He,
I agree. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the. Do you know Onana likes overfeeding the ball? He likes over playing more than 2, 3 touches.
yeah,
Sometimes we
yeah,
even get
yeah.
cornered.
It
You
is
saw
a
last time it
tactic.
resulted into a goal.
It is a tactic. It is a tactic that they
Not
do.
not when a
For me,
player is there. When your opponent is there, you cannot play
no,
that in front of a player like who's Isak. Haaland is right in front of you.
no, you can.
Chris Wood currently right now in the Premier League. All those players, Jackson. You know,
But I think after Alisson, Onana is the best playing goalkeeper in world football. I mean,
which players do you think?
the
Mm,
players who are playing in front of Onana maybe don't yet have the confidence to get into these positions and play the ball.
mm.
But I mean, Ruben Amorim would want these players. He would want even some of the defenders who are making a back three to go as far as the midfield, just to
Okay,
make a
Josh.
buffer and create very many passing angles for Onana.
Josh,
But
before we come to
we
J
we
United's
rarely do
question,
that. We rarely do that. But I know the training sessions are not that many for them to get those things.
anyway, by the way, this question also aligns with what I was saying. United squad evaluation series, and J United asks which players do you think we should build around from the current squad and sell the rest? Well,
Wow.
build. This is a very good topic.
Yeah.
J United, a very healthy topic. Well,
Uh-huh.
Josh, again, I'll start from the defense with me. As I said earlier, goalkeeping. Okay, Onana can say, but if there's a better option, let him go. But he needs competition. Bainda needs
No,
to
no,
leave.
no, 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 no. Not
Tom
sitting
Heaton,
on the fence. The
Tom
question J
Heaton needs to
United,
go.
not sitting on the fence. The question J
I'm
United
listing,
asked.
Josh, I'm listing
First,
my
answer
players.
the question
Because
properly.
I had even a list here. Listen, Josh.
Don't give us
Uh,
but. If you what? If no ifs, no buts, yo.
okay, currently Onana, I would have him stay, but he needs competition. I don't know
Yeah.
who we are bringing. Heaton and Bainda, Deadwood, they can't do that. And if we go to the defenses, to the defense, Euro, he's a generation talent, Josh. I mean, he looks like he's a perfect long-term solution, especially in Amorim's system as the right center back. And of course, we all know he's tall. We see it looks like he's adding on. I mean, he's putting on weight. I mean, physicality, which is very good. He has the speed and ball playing abilities, which also make him an ideal modern center back, Josh, especially that fits in Amarim's dynamic system. And not to forget, Josh is just 19 years old. So is he a player that I would love to stay at the club while we are rebuilding under Amorim? Very much, because he has immense potential and could become one of those, cornerstone when it comes to the United defense for years or in the coming years. Then, of course, we look at a former Bayern player, that is Mazarawi, former Ajax Bayern player Mazarawi. I love Mazarawi. I still think of all the transfers we did this season in Mazarawi, Joshua Zaxi, the Ligt, we have Ugarte, we have Lenny Euro. He's the unsung hero, in other words, of all the signings. Cheap, what a bargain. 12 million in the summer, Josh. And he has proven to be a versatile asset, able to play in multiple positions. He can play as a right CB, he can play as a right wing back, he can also play as a left wing back. I mean, however, okay, much as he has those issues with the injury, because we all know his injury history, um, he's a player that I'd love to keep, Josh, and build on with him. Uh, I mean, both Mazarawi and Euro, solid foundation, Josh, for me, for the RCB position, and also right wing back coming in as a substitution, Mazarawi. But we have also players like Delict, Maguire.
No.
I would
First,
listen, Josh.
listen.
Josh, listen. Maguire, I would love Maguire to go,
First,
but we
answer the
don't have.
question. First, answer the
I,
question. First, wait. Answer the question. The
I'm
first part.
giving.
First,
He asked
listen.
what
First,
players
listen.
would be good to build with, and I've mentioned
To
Mazarawi,
build,
of course,
yes,
Onana.
to build with, but you're building
Onana.
with the whole team.
No, Josh, I'm picking out players. I'm picking out
Okay.
players. I've said Onana, Euro, Mazarawi, the leaked with okay, I'm not going to talk about players that I want to go. Um Players like Lisandro Martinez. I don't know, I was thinking so much. Yeah, I would love to keep Martinez, Josh. I'd love to keep Martinez. Yes, he's short. Carragher wrote him off for the Premier League because of his size or his height. Sorry, but Lisandro's situation is more. I mean, while his ball playing ability and leadership has been recognized, especially we've seen him sometimes take the armband. Um, his lack of physicality, as I've said, Carragher's question that is an issue, but he's a player that I'd love to keep. Then we have players like Ahmad Diallo. I would love to keep him. Fantastic. Behind the striker as a right wing back, we've seen his lethal. Maybe he could also be tried out as a striker, Josh. I'm just saying, I would love to keep it. Very nimble feet, quick, fast. He just needs to put on some more weight. He becomes more physical to play it out and push. Bull, because he gets bullied sometimes. He was bullied
Yeah,
by the
but it's
Nottingham
quick.
defenders. He's quick. That is correct. Then I'm looking at players like Ganacho. I know you're not a fan. I would love to keep Ganacho. I think he still has time to be under Amorim. He still has time to be a player that we all want him to be. Which other player, Josh, have I forgotten? I think that's all. Rasmus Holland, sell him. Ugarte, of course, I would love to keep Ugarte. What a player. What a player. He just needs someone to back him up. And of course, our captain, Bruno Fernandes. Those are the players, Josh. For me, I don't know about you.
Yeah. For me, the players I would actually build around, the ones I would want Ruben Amorim to build around is at the back, Lisandro Martinez. Then in midfield, Manuel Ugarte,
Yeah.
and up front, Bruno Fernandes. Those are the three players that I would love for Amorim to center his team around. They're the ones that actually should stay from
We're
this
forgetting
squad.
Kobe Mino.
No, he
I
can
know.
do whatever he wants with the rest of the players at the club, but
Mm.
those three players in those positions should
Again,
be
you said
the
Bruno
linchpins.
Fernandes,
um, Bruno
Amad
Fernandes at
Diallo.
the front,
Yeah.
Ugarte in midfield,
In
then
midfield.
Lisandro Martinez at the back. Those
Okay.
that should be the bedrock from which he builds his army around, because Licha is a player with character. He's a player with a very strong personality. I mean, if
Mm.
things are working very good for him, then you will have a very good player and maybe a good backline. And then Manuel Ugarte is just is a phenomenon. He's a highly quality player. He knows what to do. He reads the game very well, and he has a trick or two, because sometimes I've seen him ghosting out of space with body feints and stuff like that. Yeah. So then up front, Bruno Fernandes is the guy that I would want to shape that attack around, whether he plays in a 10, whether you play him as a false nine, I don't know, whatever you want to do, but he should be among your players in attack. Then maybe you throw whoever you want to throw around, and maybe you can get Man United back to better days.
Well, J United says, see, let's be clear. He ain't a short stopper. He has been brought to play from the back, so I guess Onana stays.
Yeah.
Then he goes on to say can play in the midfield as well. Mazarawi that gets a coach sacked. Sinan says, Isaac, the problem is not Onana. It's just that the defenders are not good to play with him. No, look,
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
but I wouldn't say that they're not good, but I would say that they've not had
but just you also agree. One
enough
time you
time
called
for
him out
them
for
to
his
play
Hollywood
together.
things, for his
No,
Hollywood
I
swag and
do.
all that.
No, 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 no. I do because I only do because Onana is a player with a big personality. Onana should be in goal, and he should read the situation that this player is not comfortable playing the ball in this position. I am
Mm.
not calling him out because what he did was wrong. I'm calling him out because he's not stepping up to be the player that I want him to be for Manchester United in goal. Because it is not just about him keeping the ball away from the goal with his hands and stuff like that, but he has to be a very brilliant player, with the player that we thought that we were buying. So when he's playing football at the back, it is not just about him playing a safe pass. It's about him doing things that can help United go forward, or maybe get a goal from the things that he does on the ball. So that is why I keep calling him out, because I have seen him do these things before, and I don't see him do them much often.
Well,
I know that
United.
they've not trained together for long, and it can be difficult in the back to know your relationships with the people in front of you, and it becomes very difficult for you to play, because Maguire, you would know if you've played with him very long, that he does not want to receive the ball on the left. He wants to receive it on the right, or he wants to receive it on the right, and then you would know that Lenny Yoro likes to, you would know how people want to play, so it's easier for you um, to play. What I think that should be done for Onana is um, to get him a real competitor in that position. Someone should come in
That I agree.
ready to pounce. And I've seen there was
That I do agree.
yeah, we reignited the interest in the Japanese keeper that Ten Hag wanted, the kid who passes the ball for fun. He's a very good ball player, and
I don't think he
maybe
turned us last time because he didn't want to be a second goalkeeper. He
yeah,
preferred to
yeah,
stay
yeah.
wherever he
But
was.
maybe he has seen that the green is not, sorry, the grass is not much greener wherever he went. So
Well,
maybe he will come and compete with Onana, because from the YouTube clips I did watch about him, I mean, yeah, the guy is good. He can play the ball.
J
I know you
United
can say
says
that that is a weaker league and stuff like that, but if you can play, you can play.
J United. He says I'll give my goalkeeper, then Euro, Delict, Ugarte, Ahmad. Rest will pass their pick, and I guess the others like Ganacho, Rasmus, Mount. My God, I'd even forgotten about Mount. ETC didn't make me feel they are Man United quality yet. And of course, Kobe too.
Yeah,
That's what he says. Wait. Do you J United? Do
that's
you mean
true.
Kobe too has not rather has not yet proved to you? Is that what
Yeah,
he's saying?
yeah. He hasn't proved to him his United quality.
He goes on to say we gotta be ruthless, guys. We already halfway through the season, rather through the Arsenal drought of 20 years. We need the challenge at least 20. That is correct. Omabe rather told us 2028, man. But that is very
2028.
good.
I told you the
Yo,
top
Josh.
scorer of the league that season will be Chido Obi Martin,
Oh my God, we have
a
kids like
Manchester
Chido.
United
Yo,
player.
we need Chido. He should build around kids like him, Chido Obi Martin. I'm telling you. In fact,
Yeah,
Josh,
I
still
hope he
in the
makes the
same.
step up this window. Sorry, this
Well,
second part of the season.
Sports Jazz guys, thank you so much for tuning in, Josh and
But it
Isaac.
would be a
And
very big jump.
let's look at the players, Josh, that you would love to leave the club. J United, that goes for you to everyone that is streaming, everyone that is live. How many players? I'm going to mention names for you, Josh,
The ones who
and
do
I know
what?
because you're that you would love to leave, whether either in this January or at the end of the season, leave the club.
No,
Luke Shaw,
January.
Luke Shaw,
Gone.
Luke Shaw, toilet paper bones. We have
Yeah,
Ericsson, Mzee
gone.
Wakazi. I know he has done well, but
Gone.
gone. The Newcastle game exposed him, and Casemiro.
Gone.
there's a rumor of a bid coming from Saudi Arabia, 20 million pounds. I mean, we should grab it with both
Yeah.
hands and two knees down.
But you know what happens with Saudi Arabia. The player should be willing to go.
Yeah, that is correct. Then we have Harry Maguire.
He's staying,
Ah,
so you can't
ah,
say
yeah,
he's
uh,
staying.
come, gone.
We extended his contract.
That means until next year.
Yeah, we
But
activated
was
the
it
option.
confirmed? I had United just Amarim just said we are going to extend the contract because he wants
Yeah,
him to
it's
say. I
not,
don't think
maybe
he said
it's not confirmed, but
it's not
that's
yet
the
confirmed.
case.
Well, it's not yet
That's the
confirmed.
case.
I wish he goes. It will be
No,
very
the
good. High
manager has
wages.
already
He's
said it. It's
average.
happening.
Maguire also leaves. Josh for me. Then we have Mason
No,
Mount. Oh my God,
yo,
I would put him on the first flight.
why would you doubt the manager?
Mason Mount, Josh. We've seen managers that we've trusted, and
Gone,
in the long
gone,
run,
gone,
things have gone. Mason Mount
gone.
also
But he
toilet
will
paper
be
bonds.
injured the whole summer, so he will stay.
Johnny Evans, thank you for your service.
Yeah,
Gone. All those players need to leave. We need new blood. We need the wage bill to be reduced. I mean, to allow us sign players. So, if by the end of this season or by the start of next season, we can have players like Casemiro, players like Luke Shaw, players like Harry Maguire, players like Ericsson, players like Mason Mount, gone. All those players. Not to forget Rashford. Not also there's Jadon Sancho who's also not coming back. That will be a huge relief. That will be very very good business for the club, Josh. Good
it will
business.
be bad business.
No, it will not be. Come on, Josh.
We don't
Why
have the
would it?
money.
What money, Josh? No, I'm saying all these players going. It will be okay if they're going.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
will be
yeah, yeah,
okay
yeah.
if they're going.
Yeah,
Then Ganacho is just not disciplined enough, but Amorim will help him if he follows. I agree. I know
I
Josh
had a
overlooked
rumor. I
the
had a
team.
rumor he got into a fight with Kobe Mino.
Really? That
I
would be a shame
understand
because I
he
thought
called him
because
out for his sluggishness.
that would be a shame because I thought they are best players. J United says Shaw, Ericsson, Casemiro, Lindelof. I don't know how I forgot about Lindelof.
The
Anthony,
Iceman.
let's give him at the end of this season. Let him go to Fenerbahce. Mourinho is waiting for him to be icing that side. Anthony, let's wait and see at the end of this season and implement our young talent in that first team slowly. And speaking of young talent, I keep mentioning Toby Kolaya. There's Chido Obi Martin. There's Sekou Kone. Oh my God, Josh, we have talent. We have talent.
Yeah.
I hope it's possible. But yo, once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, Josh and Isaac. It's been a pleasure. It's always a pleasure, man. Shout outs to you, Sinan, in the comment section. Shout outs to you, J Tood, as always, brother. Shout outs to you, Rasta Stokes. We had another person, Josh, earlier on. I'm forgetting the name.
Emma. Omsala
Emma,
Emma.
Emma. Yeah. Shout outs to you, of course. Adedi, as always, also coming through. Sports Jazz, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications, and see you tomorrow, same time. Cheers.